Well, today is the anniversary of the tragic 9/11 attacks, which killed 2,977 people in 2001. Americans, well, we all know the official narrative doesn't stick. The footage shows it, the eyewitness testimonies confirm it. There can be no doubt. This is a false flag attack carried out by a foreign nation in collusion with the Bush administration, not Islamic terrorists, just like the USS Liberty incident decades before. And now, today, instead of talking more about this, as I was thinking about doing, this story has been hijacked, pun intended, by the Charlie Kirk assassination story, which we're going to cover here, well, right here and now, I guess. And this morning I posted this in relation to this post here. The post below is an interesting take on things, and we'll get to that in a second. As for me, I don't take these things at face value because deception is everywhere right now, and we need to use our God-given discernment. I ask God for wisdom and discernment every morning, as we all should be doing during this time, so we can see what's behind the curtain. If Charlie was really killed, then it was some type of ritual sacrifice, and that's horrible, no matter what your political beliefs are. This will serve to further the division in the country, and you can already see it in social media. I'm seeing race division. I'm seeing left, right wing divisions again. Democrats are all at fault and everything else. Guys, don't fall for it and stay grounded in Jesus. Choose to walk in the fruits of the Spirit, which are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, goodness, faithfulness, and self-control. Choose to walk in the fruits of the Spirit instead of the rage of the world. And so that's what were my initial comments this morning. And now we have this from Revelations and Rabbit Holes on Telegram. He says, I'm just thinking out loud here. In the Charlie Kirk incident, do you notice how one single shot was fired and the crowd in attendance immediately started running for cover? And in Donald Trump's incident, several shots were allegedly fired, and we saw no one running scared for their lives as we did today. If Kirk's incident was staged, it makes Trump's assassination attempt look subpar. If Kirk's incident was real, rest in peace, it still makes Trump's assassination attempt look subpar. You guys already know how I feel about Trump's attempt, and I feel the same way, guys. However, it is possible that Kirk, of lower importance than Trump, was ritually sacrificed for their desired agendas: civil war, police state, war in the Second Amendment, more protection for the elites, and so on. Yet the question remains, what's real and what isn't real? Will we ever know the truth? All I know is that living in a world filled with deception, discernment is not only key, it is a gift from God worth praying for. This I know is true. Question everything, my friends, and I agree. I agree with pretty much all of this. So, if Kirk's assassination was real, it makes Trump's assassination attempt look subpar. I would definitely agree with that. This is fake as a $3 bill. Nonetheless. And there was this I came across yesterday, last night, as a matter of fact, as I was going through social media. This is from Rob Anderson over on Facebook. And he says here, no blood splatter and no blood behind him where it should have been, where the bullet went through. And a suspicious tube running through his shirt right here. And I saw this as he was talking in that video. And I was like, I wonder what that is. I thought, man, well, it might be his microphone wire. Well, no, why would it be there? He's holding a microphone that's corded. So it's not a microphone or a cord for a microphone. That could very well be a fake blood tube. Just saying. He says, I pulled this pic directly from the news article. He says, I'm sorry, I know this is a sensitive subject and people are upset, but this is nothing more than divide and conquer tactics. Exactly. That's exactly what this is. Whether it's race, politics, or religion, they use it to keep us They use it all to keep us fighting with each other. There is no right or left. There's only God or Satan, and these people definitely serve Satan, all of them. And I would agree with that as well. What we're looking at here, guys, and what we're looking at with the revelation, or the new attitude, I guess you could say, that Trump is taking with vaccines as well. We're seeing the false light rising, the false light of Lucifer rising, as they're taking out the dark elements of the deep state, as they keep saying. And so now we're the good guys, and we're the white hats, and we're going to come back, and we're going to do this, and America's on a roll. No, it's not. America's headed for destruction. And all of this social unrest, all of this upheaval is just indicative of that. At the same time this was going on, there was also a school shooting in Colorado at the same time. So let's not forget that as well. I mean, it's just, wow. Everything's going down at the same time here. Democrats are for crime, according to the White House. This is on their website. The White House accused the U.S. Democratic Party of supporting crime after the murder of Trump supporter Charlie Kirk. Democrats are for crime, the administration's account states. There you go. And then here's the gun that was allegedly used to kill Charlie Kirk. This is from the New York Post. They released these visuals of this high caliber rifle that was used to kill him. Looks like it might be a Remington. What do they call that? A 710? Is that the model number I'm thinking of? Could be wrong. But FBI has released this new images of a person of interest in the Charlie Kirk shooting right here. So the Salt Lake City FBI office is asking for your help in identifying this person. And then here's something I found very interesting. It looks like people behind Charlie Kirk are giving some signals before he was shot. So let's take a look at this real quick.
Do you know how many mass shooters
What is this guy doing with his hat and his ear?
over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting?
And what is this guy doing?
Great.
And then this video doesn't show it, but in another clip, right after this guy gets done with his hand signals, the shot goes off. So let's take a look and see if I can find that video. Let's see here, Charlie Kirk is that. Here we go. From Winter Watch. I'm going to scroll down here, so bear with me. Here's another version of that video. Right here. Okay, watch the guy in the white with his hat and his ear. Then this other guy.
Counting or not counting gang violence? Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
And there's the shot. Right after the hand signals were, well, as they were, that guy was giving his hand signal. Who were they signaling? Were they signaling the shooter? Just asking. I'm just asking questions. Then we have some more from Revelations and Rabbit Holes here in Telegram. The Charlie Kirk incident happens 3 days after a blood moon, which just so happened to peak at 9:11 p.m. in Israel on September 7th, 2025, and just 1 day before the 24th anniversary of the Mossad CIA operation known as 9/11. Once again, I will say that all of this feels highly ritualistic to me, and it does to me as well. Then Charlie Kirk was reportedly shot and killed the day before 9/11. His 32nd birthday is 33 days after 9/11. The highest level of masonry is 32, 33 being the highest honorary degree. I'm not saying I know for sure this is psychological warfare. My spirit tells me it is, and this has been my guide for many years now. It is naive to believe they couldn't pull off an event like this at this point. Charlie Kirk, CK equals 311. Kirk was born in 93. The planet Saturn is represented by the number 93. Saturn in Gematria equals 93. Crowley's religion, called Thelema, is represented by the number 93. Saturn is the god of time and human sacrifice. And the stuff they have to keep track of for their rituals is unbelievable. If Christians were half as devoted as the Satanists were, everyone would be born again by now. But they're not. Everybody's worried about prosperity. Unbelievable. Anyway, Flight 93, Flight 11 hit floor 93. Second plane hit at 9:03. And on with the Crowley-specific numbers on that day. Kirk is one of the most divisive MAGA propagandists out there. Of course, this is going to lead to much more chaos and division while they continue to build their Orwellian surveillance infrastructure. Exactly. Turning Point is currently following 1993 with 3.4 million followers. He says, I've got the screenshot. Kirk was born in 93. He was shot 34 days before his birthday. If this cult really does believe in energy harvesting tomorrow, which means 9/11, because this was written yesterday, complete with 9/11 2001 because we've all got these smartphones now. So all kinds of gematria, a lot of coincidences here. And of course, these guys with the hand signals. What's going on with that deal? So I will do my best to keep my eyes on all this. A lot going on, as there always is. And I had plans on covering other things today, like the anniversary of 9/11, but this whole thing just kind of hijacked the whole news process today. So, this is all predicted, guys. It's all predicted. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. That's where we are. That's where we are right now. 2 Timothy 3:2. And then remember, guys, don't get caught up in all this madness. Don't get caught up in the rage of the world, as we talked about in the beginning of this segment. As Romans 12:2 tells us, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So don't be conformed to this world, guys. Don't get caught up in the left-right paradigms. We do not belong to this world. We belong to Jesus Christ and his kingdom. If you're truly a born-again believer, you're not worried about what's going to happen in this world other than being aware and awake of what's going on, being in touch with God via the Holy Spirit so that you know what to do and when. You're going to have to be listening for his voice, or you might miss it. He might be telling you to bug out, and you might miss it because you're too concerned about everything going on around you. Don't get too distracted by this. Don't get too distracted by this. It may have all been staged. We don't know. We may never know all the truth for sure. But I do know there's some suspicious things going on, and they're already using it to divide and conquer once again. And then, like I said, what is this under his shirt? Don't think they couldn't pull this off, guys. They've done much, much more than just this. So that will be it for now. Like I said, I'll try and keep my eyes on all these things as always. I will be doing some more reports on some wars, rumors of wars news, including the alleged drone attack by Russia into Poland here a couple nights ago, which ended up being complete nonsense, which I figured it was. But we'll get to that in other news later today, God willing. So that is it for right now. Don't forget, don'tspeaknews.com is home base for all that we do. So if you're not subscribed, you can get subscribed by clicking on this tab here. And this is if you'd like to. It's completely optional, guys. Type in your email, click on subscribe, and you'll be notified then every time I put up a new post. If you want to send me some links or stories, send it to Don't Speak News at Proton Mail. And that will be it for now. God bless, take care. Johnny Storm, Don't Speak.